Guys? It's Jesse. I wanted to bring you another video here of another Town Hall 10 Plus 3-star. Just trying to show you guys as much as possible to help you kind of climb that beginning ladder at Town Hall 10 when it's really tough to get the 3 stars and close the deal on those high percentage 2s. I see a lot of us, myself included, on 2.0 struggling with closing out the 85, 90, 92% 2 stars and turning them into 3s, and there's ways to do it. I'm not claiming I know how to do every one, because you always make mistakes, and it's 3 minutes and it's improvising and it's thinking on the fly, but there's some basic tips. But I'm going to show you another video here, base breakdown from our last war. I only have one this war for you guys from myself, and I'll show you one more from one of the other guys just to fill out a little bit of time, because the previous war was that last shot 3-star to win it. So let's jump in here. Nice convincing win here. Missed it by that much. That's okay. That was a really high-end Town Hall 11, so not expected to triple that one very easily. But let's see, TD. Let's show Jim's shot here. Sorry about background noise, guys. Today it's so beautiful out. I'm recording outside, so no infernos on this one, but it does have the extra traps, and most of the defenses upgraded to at least Town Hall 9 level or higher. But you can see Jim using the air attack, which is kind of like, it's the absolute meta at Town Hall 10 Plus right now. This is what is getting it done. You look for the expos to be down. You look for which way the leaf blowers are pointed. You look for location of the queen. Can you get to her with a small kill squad? Can you take her out with the king, a baby dragon, something like that? So big things. Obviously the level of the air defenses is a huge one, but I also recommend Power Bank's site. Much more professional than myself. He can teach you some things on pathing, but right here we'll pause it. And had this base had some Inferno towers, they most likely would have been cored in this area here somewhere. And what Jim did was pretty perfect here, actually. He cut off a runway where these down here, these balloons right there, are headed straight for the middle, and they've created this ring where balloons can start to path inward. And he's also avoided both air sweepers. Thankfully this guy decided to point them both that direction, so he's well defended from that way. But from the backside, the balloons can just come in and tear shit up. So rages right there. You see the few balloons, that nice little stack there went right to the core. That's where, you would have laid down a haste or something to move them around and take out the Infernos. But you can see the balloons just pathing around that clockwise motion and just taking out everything in their path. You still got 2 full health Lava Hounds for the most part, so there's absolutely no chance at this point. The only thing he's really got to worry about is cleanup, and he still has 7 minions and 4 archers to do that. And he's easily going to be able to swag a heal spell on this one. Not a heal, a haste spell, I'm sorry. So there it is. I mean, this base is completely annihilated. We're going to speed it up just for the cleanup. Not a lot of cleanup troops because the other Lava Hound didn't bust, but more than enough in the time allotted. So nicely done, Jim. And Jim is a fresh Town Hall 10, so these bases without the Infernos are perfect for him. Mine did not have Infernos either. He's a Rush Town Hall 11, actually. but still not a fun base to hit when you consider the Grand Wardens in there, the extra traps. He could have higher level Teslas. The cord air sweepers, leaf blowers as I like to call them, were not a huge concern because of the location of the air defenses, but if you look at this base from a scouting point of view, all of the air defenses are right on the edge, so you can take those out really simply. Get as many of them as you can without wasting spells. And I did bring, I'll start the attack off here and then pause it. I did bring 2 lightning maxed out, so you only need, against a level 7 air defense, you only need 2 lightning to take it out if you drop it accurately. If you miss a little bit, it might not do it, so make sure you zoom in and take those out. Could have gone with 4 lightning to take out 2 of them, but they're so easily exposed. I'll show you how I did it here. So I wanted to avoid the air sweepers as best I could. I wanted to get the queen, I wanted to get the clan castle, but watch this. 1 baby dragon to tank. I could have done 3, but I did 4 just to be safe, and boom, 1 air defense is gone for the cost of 30 troop space and 1 single spell slot. Air defense gone, and look at what else they take out. Archer tower. Almost get that cannon over there. It has no life. Over here, I lightning down that one, sent in 2 balloons to get the clan castle pull, which they did easily, and he even gets the mortar there. So, oh, that's right, that mortar. Another one survived just barely. Queen walk is down. Here comes poison spell. It's gonna knock out those air skellies, no problem. Yeah, I could have easily swagged this rage spell coming up. So yeah, she's just, it was almost a natural funnel right to the queen and that air defense. And then, look for bases where the queen is placed next to the air defense or near an air defense, because if you can get them both, that's huge. So lava hounds from each side to soak up any traps they can on the way, and then balloons all the way around, going for that, and then over here to that wizard tower, so that their natural path will be straight into the core. Again, if this had inferno towers, I probably would have brought a freeze spell instead of the extra haste spells, just to calm them down, because I think it's pretty obvious. This was a first hit. This was not a cleanup attack, so I was guessing that core was going to be loaded down with Tesla towers, and if I remember right, that is correct. So keep going here. So right there, we're going to have the edges cut off so the balloons don't stray. And now the only way for them to go is right into the core. So I would have had a nice, healthy stack of balloons coming in against Inferno Towers here, had I needed them. Backside balloons there weren't very successful. I could have just as well held on to those, but did get the split on that lava hound there, the bust I should say, and coming in, gonna take out that last leaf blower that's annoying my air troops, and lava hound's actually gonna finish it off all by himself. I missed in the chaos here that the queen had pulled the last 3 balloons, so she takes out the king no problem, but I forgot to hit the ability, and they smoked her pretty quick. So here you go, just cleanup time. Bang, bang, boom. And done. 10.5. Not even really a 10.5 because there's no infernos, but there's another couple 3 stars for you guys to check out, especially the air attacks. Practice those every which way you can. I suggest practicing them even in just your regular raids, because it's what's working. And it's working very well. You can even make some minor mistakes and still come out on top with a lot of these attacks. Your biggest obstacles are going to be the Inferno Towers. And once you learn how to deal with those, get your free spells maxed out as fast as possible. Don't worry about your jump. Definitely don't worry about the clone spells. Just get the, if you've already got the army camps maxed out, go straight freeze spells. Get those things maxed out as fast as possible. Before giants, definitely before max level wizards, definitely before wall breakers, before max dragons, before P.E.K.K.A.s, before get your baby dragons to at least 2 if not 3, and then just max out those freeze spells. Every single time the lab opens up, go to a freeze spell and upgrade that. And don't worry about the other stuff. Don't worry about barracks and upgrading those. You can boost for 30 gems now for an hour. I just wouldn't worry about anything else. Once you get those first few upgrades done, get your Lava Hounds to level 3. Make sure your balloons are level 6, but I think most everybody's are. Baby dragons to level 2, if not 3. If you're good at grinding out loot and elixir, do raids with cheap elixir cost. Air raids actually have a relatively inexpensive elixir cost. Most of my air raids that I'm doing are 200,000 or less, and that's with spells. So it's not that expensive if you do it that way. It's just a little bit harder to get, a 2-star every time and a 3-star every time. You end up with quite a few 1-stars in there. So it takes longer to get that star bonus, but once you get good at it, you'll start noticing a lot of 3s. And yeah, so I hope it helps, guys. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the beautiful weather. Everybody from something good down in Hawaii, I still envy you, even though it's 50 degrees here. You guys sitting around at 70, 80 degrees. Man, I'd love to come visit sometime. That would be great. We'll see you on the battlefield, I guess. You guys have a good one.